Let's add our first product. On the left side menu, click Products. Then click Add Product. Give your product a name. In my case, I'm selling an Alpine hiking backpack 45 liter. Next, you'll need to write a description. You have a text editor here that has all the normal features. Or you can click the AI Sparkle icon in the upper left to generate text automatically. Click it, give the AI Sidekick a prompt, and submit it. You can see the Sidekick write a nice description for you, and then you can click in to edit, regenerate, or write your own. Next, upload your product images under the Media section by clicking Upload New. Here, I have a folder of photos for this particular product, so I'll select them all, and then click Open to Upload. If you have a folder open on your computer already, you could also just drag and drop them into the Media section here as well. Next, scroll down and set a price for your product. You have some additional settings right below the price, including Compare At. You can use the Compare At price to show that your product is on sale. For example, right now I'm selling this backpack for $89.99, but it usually sells for $129.99. The Compare At price will show up on the product page with a strike through it and $89.99 as the current price. Next, if you scroll down the page, there's a toggle to enable inventory tracking. Set how many of the product you have currently available. Under the inventory section, you also have options for SKU, barcode, and sell when out of stock. Let's add a SKU. The SKU is a unique product code for your records, which is optional but helpful as you grow. I'll enter mine here. Scrolling down, we have the shipping section. And by default, the physical product toggle is switched on. If you were selling a digital product or a download, you could toggle this off. With it toggled on, you can set your shipping package details. To do this, click the drop-down under Package, click Add New Package, and then enter the dimensions and weight of the typical package for this product. And give your packaging a name. If this is your normal package size, you can also click the checkbox to make it your default package. If not, just click Add Package. In the next section, you can add variants. For example, if you sell your product in different colors or sizes. And finally, at the very bottom, you can see a preview of how your product will show up in search engine listings. Scrolling back up to the upper right, we can enter some additional information to help organize our product. Let's give this product a type. In my case, I'll say backpacks. For vendor, we can use the store name, but if you sell products from multiple brands, you could use the brand name here. I'll skip collections for now. I'll show you how to do this in the next step. And then I recommend adding tags. These are additional short description words that help to categorize your product. In my case, I'll put hiking, outdoor, and backpack. At the top, you can set your product status. There are 3 options: active, draft, and unlisted. I'll leave mine set to active so it shows up right away as a purchasable product on the store. When you're done making changes to your product, click Save in the top. To get back to the product list, I'll click Products again on the left side. And here we can see the Alpine hiking backpack. To add another product, you can click Add Product in the upper right. I'll add a couple more products quickly so we have something to work with. Here I'm adding a waterproof trail running jacket for both men and women, so I'll want to add a variant for both men's and women's options. We'll click Add Options under Variants, and then select Target Gender, and then make sure both male and female are selected from the list. You could also add unisex or other from this list. When I click Done, now we have 2 options. You can add variant-specific pictures, which I'll select from my photo gallery, and then you can set inventory per variant. I'll say that there are 50 of each for a total of 100 at this shop. Okay, fast forward, and I've added a couple of products to my list here. You don't need dozens of products to launch your store. Even 2 or 3 is enough to start because you can always add more products later.